Alright, the speedometer cable on this Blazer is dry. You can hear it making all kinds of racket when you're driving. And it's kind of a pain to pull the dash apart to replace the cable. So I bought this thing quite some time ago. I've never used it, but I'm gonna today. And with this thing, I found it somewhere. I don't remember where. I didn't buy it at a store. But anyways, you thread this thing into the speedometer cable where you unbolt it from the transfer case in this case, and just stick a grease gun on there and squirt some grease in it. So I'm going to see how that works. Alright, here we are under the very nice with single exhaust Blazer, and I've removed the cable from the transfer case, which is right there. And then what you do is you just take this little dual ollie and put it right in there, which is hard for me to do left-handed holding the camera in my right. So I'm going to do that and then squirt. It says 3 or 4 pumps of a light-bodied grease in there. Alright, we got some grease in it. You can see it trailing off there. So I'm going to take it apart and see how she looks. Well, it don't look too promising there. Only got a little bit inside. My grease gun tip ain't too good and most of it leaked out, I think. Let me get a different grease gun. Alright, that worked much better. All 4 pumps went inside. So I'm going to let the pressure kind of ease off. Sure ain't much pressure, but hopefully squirt a little more in there. And of course the speedometer cable is spiraled a little bit. It should work it all the way up the length of the cable as it goes. I suppose if you put 10 pumps in it, it'd squirt out on the face of your speedometer. I don't know. Look at them ugly welds on the muffler. Good grief.
Even I could do better than that.
I think you're right. Probably done at a muffler shop. Oh yeah, some grease went in there that time. That's good. Alright, let me hook it back to the transfer case. Well, I kind of like that thing. What does it say here? It says it's good for AMC with manual transmission. Chrysler 76 and earlier. And GM all. Well, that's good to know. Also Chrysler and Ford with transducer and 64 and up. Ford truck and AMC and other stuff. Anyways, probably won't work good on a new Chevy Volt, I imagine. I'll tell you what, bud. One of these days, I'm gonna get me a lift. Wait, I already got one. No lift arms. Alright, I managed to get all 6 of the bolts out of the exhaust manifold with a little torch work without destroying anything. And if you can see up in there, the exhaust donut is completely gone. But I got one, I think. But I'm going to have to quit now because I was just informed by the lovely Mrs. Heavy Chevy that it was time for me to start thinking about eating something. And get cleaned up too, so must be something special. Right there's some of the issues on the Blazer. That'll be a rust hole. Well, it looks like the donut I got's too small, but I'm gonna worry about that later. Come on, man. Ring the bell.
Yeah. I just said something. I almost fell asleep on the creep.
That would be a dereliction of duty.
I'm finally reaching now. Well, maybe.
Alright, folks. That's all, folks.
Alright.